Hello, it's me Sol. So I've just set up, so today I'm going to get a whole video, hoping to spend about 3 hours out. So I'm just off pretty hard slipway off the private pier. So yesterday I had quite a lot of schoolies off here, if you saw the last 3 videos, and a couple of smoothies. So I'm going to try it again down here. We've got a bit more different bait, a bit of mackerel, a bit of squid, and a bit of rag. So let's get going. Got a bell with me today though on the little rod because yesterday I had loads of bites but I couldn't see them on which rod, so I've only got 2 rods out with me today. So both of them are ledgered. Get a bit of bait on them. So this will be my first whole video for you all. So just hope for the best. King rag. Rag here. Got it from Decathlon. Got a new rod yesterday actually as well. It's a boat, 6 footer with multiplier, and I've got the Kayak Shakespeare Omni, which is a nice one. Not very big, so it does some things like bream. Which is what I'm really going after. I'm not going after a shark today. 100% now, I've got quite a lot of mackerels with me. So I've got a big bass later. So it's the first rod here. Ledgered. 2 bits of rag, 1 up, 1 down. So let's see. And got another one. It's a new one. It's a nice multiply, 6 foot boat rod. I bites on that one already. Ooh, lovely. Might be some bigger fish out here today. Sounds like that one. So I'll put a bit of squid on this hopefully. The main problem I find with squid, guys, is get quite a lot of crabs on it. I'm not after crabs, but if there's a pea like that, use it as bait. I'll do a squid head and a bit of flash, just a tiny strip. So on this one here, I'm using a boom rig from Decathlon. Nice spikes on that one. So just body type mini squid, you know, unclean, so very inky. And let's put this one out. Oh. Not in very deep water at the moment. Tide's still coming in. So we should get the fish coming in with it. So now it's just waiting. So let's look around here. Very calm. Really calm actually. Yesterday it was pretty rough to be honest. So like whoosh. There was hundreds of school bass down here, so we're just by the pier. So they like to come out under there, and there's a little channel which runs across, so that's what I'm sitting in right now. Very nice, a nice one. It's got slack in. There's a lot of hit and runs in this. Hold on, guys. Let's see whatever it is. It's gone around the kayak. It's like an eel. Right, there's quite a lot of eels down here. And to be honest, I'm not surprised. Unfortunately. Sorry guys, just got a bit of a tangle with my rope. If you know how. Not quite. I've drifted now. I've put the anchor to get out, so go back to a mark. Somehow we'd been wrapped around the anchor line. Don't really know how, but that's what happened. Let's get back to where we were. Try that again. That's a horrible start, to be honest. Oh, is that a knock on the big rod there? Our rod's really stiff, but bent over a bit then. Bottom hook's gone. No, it's not. It's just tangled up a bit there. I'm only chucking it a couple of metres on. Keeping it tight as well though. That's the main thing in this. Don't want anything loose. Or if you do, you might miss your strike, which you don't really want. And you lose your fish. So my hook's just a tiny bit bent there, so I'm trying to fix that. Bit annoying. What else can you do? Alright, I think fish taking it round the anchor. When I hit, got caught in the anchor line, fish came off. Could have been nasty, to be honest. The fish could have still been on it. It wouldn't have ended well. Hello? Yep, I'm on the water now. Alright, see ya. That's another thing, guys. Try and keep your phone on you. So I've got another phone here, it's my old one. But you want to keep your phone on you. And we have these little pockets. So keep it, if you fall in the water, you can still use it. Waterproof. I've got my keys in there as well. Really helpful. The M19. And it could save it off, I suppose, because if you can't buy a flare, you know, let's leave another way of doing it. There we go. See, my dad just rang me there and he's checking if I'm right, so if you live with anyone, it's good that they check off on you. You know, anything could be happening, you know. I could have been drowning there and I could tell him what's going on. Get someone to help, and the locals down here. The other thing down, if you're fishing down by pretty side, you want to try and keep your head off the ground, because it is crap amazing down here, honestly. And the bait gets shredded to bits, especially rag. Got a bit of mackerel in there, which I might use a bit later. Take 2 on the red rod. See what we can get. Hopefully not another anchor. Let's catch ourselves a fish. Ugh, squid. Very sunny today. Nice day out at least as well. I forgot to put my notifications on. The other thing out here is, I don't really bring much food out here because I only spend 3 to 6 hours out here normally. I always bring drinks. You always get thirsty out here. You don't want to be sitting out here without any drink. Ooh! That's a massive pull, that. On the boat one. Obviously something's down there. I would really, so lads, I've only started kayak fishing since about April. I used to always do pier fishing, but it's a good change. In the winter it might be a bit different, but you can get out to basically wherever you want. You know, people think all the big fish are out at the harbour, but I've had some nice bass out there recently. It's a lot safer in here as well. Just make sure you're seen and no one will run over you, at least. I think someone just hit the pier. Oh, another nibble on that rod. The other thing you want to watch out down here is the wake of the boats. Even a little yacht could, if you have a little kayak, especially inflatables, they can get knocked out quite easily. It's my kayaks from Cambridge Kayaks. It's red and white. There's I can get 5 rods on down here. Two in the front, 1 swivel, which is there, and 2 at the back. I normally use the ones at the back for holding my rods. Yeah. Come on, I don't want nibbles, I want to fish. Yeah, school bass are really fun down here. Loads yesterday. Especially on a little light gear. Look, sharks. A bit later, if I don't get any activity down here, I'll move down into the channel. It's marked by yellow and black buoys. They're bigger. If you go in between there, it gets pretty deep. But yeah, nice bass run through there apparently, and I've caught a couple bream up there as well myself. Coming up to high tide in there. Shout out to Saul though, this was his idea to do the whole video. I was normally just doing little snippets, but I thought it was a good idea. Someone's going out in a motorboat to go fishing. I think they're going mackerel in boblets. I think it's a bit late really. Yeah, knocks on this one, but I don't know if it's a crab. That's a smash there on that one. Back out a bit further. Bites on that one. So you don't have to do a power cast, you can just do a lob, simple lob. Or if you want you can drop it underneath the kayak, but I'll do that in deep water. Current's not too strong today, but at least. This thing with motorboats down here is that they're very noisy. A kayak just paddling, whereas I can still hear that boat from here. I can't see it. The thing of the fish are trying to fish, and I'd be scared. I've actually been sat there, deep water for a couple of hours, before you run away from your boat. It's quite shallow down there. didn't think there's something on that rod. Have a little look. It's a crab. Oh, crab's so on then. Around. So the crabs we've got down there is the hundreds, but you don't get many peelers. I just had a strike there, guys. I literally just put that in. Oh, was that on? Could be on there. Oh. I had that yesterday. I put it down straight away. And it was a school bass. Some days just hitting this, but it's still nice to get out here. Better than staying indoors all day. Yeah, there's a squid on my Lucas head there. Lovely. It added flavour. It wasn't inside, of course. Calamari Lucas head flavour. That'll be interesting. Come on, I want to fish. Find actually, I done it yesterday, that the ebb tide was better. It's about the hour after high tide. It's a bit calmer. There's not much current at that time. And the bass start feeding. Yeah, there's another boat going out now. Fishing boat. Well, it's not a fish boat, it's a speedboat with a couple of rods on the back. It looks like it's going out of the harbour. There's another boat coming up to me now. There's lots of really good marks down here, to be honest. It's not just like one place you have to go, you can go anywhere. This is the closest one at the moment. I'll kind of make a path, don't get anything for a couple minutes, go to somewhere else. water seems pretty murky today. We have a crab on inside. Yep. It's a little crab. Get off. They're pain down it, they eat all your bait. So I put booms on, but they can still find a way up. And if you don't get them nasty swimmer crabs, that would be horrible. There's a drag on. Alright. Fine, I'm getting quite a lot of knocks on.
Sorry?
I'm getting quite a lot of knocks on this one here.
Oh.
I've had 2 crabs, but that's not what I'm after. No, I could use them as bait, but don't really want to at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, so it's a grapple anchor with a chain. It's an anchor with a chain. Thank you. See ya. My mum wouldn't say that. I think I'm the opposite of organised, and this is fishing. See my room, it's a state normally. Or so I'm told. Ooh, there we go. Fish on. Oh, come on. It's on the boat rod, bit of squid. Yeah, picture will be better soon, guys. Sorry about that. Getting a GoPro, hopefully. This is just off my old phone. But if this phone dies, I'll get my old one. My new one, I mean. Just, there's not much storage on it. Which isn't great. Okay, set a drag on that. Get a big run. Go zoom. If you guys can if I can get a bit more subscribers, I'll get to do a live stream. It's a new channel, so I'm not suspecting there to be hundreds already. But kinda need them, so if anyone's there, it'd be helpful if you can subscribe. So if you need 1,000 to get a live stream, I'll get to do more videos then. So I'm not really fussy about likes, but it's more subscribers I care about. I think I've only got about 18 at the moment. It's progress, you know. Only a couple of weeks old, this one, but nowhere near 1,000. I don't know what it is on this belt. It keeps going. I don't know if it's a fish or if it's a crab. Well, that is a crab, to be honest. What? Okay, that's weird. So what's happened here, guys, is the hook from my top bit of the rig went into a squid. There are miles, not, I'm going to get a bit of max out. If it's, melted. They've been in the freezer for a while. Just have a little bit of them. See, there's some big one there. Chuck that bit out. Got to fill it there. I've got little hooks, so I'm just going to do a little bit of this. Should get them feeding, hopefully. It's not fresh, well, it is fresh. It's been in the freezer for a bit. Caught from Millennium Pier, and if you know where that is in Gosport, it's a good spot. There's loads of mackerel there the other day. A bunch of pine borders coming out. So we've got ragworm, squid and mackerel right now. Those are pretty helpful actually as well, because if you're looking at the other rod, you know, you can hear the other one, you can hear the bites there. One's got bell and one's got a drag on. Ooh, big crab. I don't want crab though. He's not a peeler either. I wouldn't mind they're a peeler. That's why I like peelers. Getting that bit of mackerel on this. Waves from the back now as well. Fun. Actually, something's taken. So I don't know if that's been crabbed or if a fish is coming along and eating that. Waves everywhere now. Thank you. Ugh. Yesterday I had fish on every cast, so got a bit dead today. Head out a bit further in a minute. Don't think there's nothing here, there's nothing like that, but we'll give it another 20 minutes down here, half an an hour or so. A bit of fun with lures later. Got some sidewinders with me today. What are they? People on the paddles. They're climbing from the marker buoys. I don't know, they're going to jump off or something. There's a catamaran coming now. Big beast. Phone's just gone dull. That's better. Don't know why I did that. It's adjusting the lighting or something. It's an old phone now. It's iPhone 5. But I don't use it. That's the camera. I've got another crab. You know, I wouldn't mind if I was going for crab today, but I'm really not. It's really annoying me now. What a crab. I had a skate yesterday as well, out in the channel. I think it was a common skate. It's the one with white spots in it. Got new line on this, so it's all gone frazzly. There's a lot of new line. Oh, water's nice and it's not warm, but it's not cold. It's the kind that you want to jump into on a warm day. Hello? Yep. Alright. Yeah, okay. Alright. Yep. Yeah, my bike. Yeah, I'm literally on like 20 yards from the private pier, so if anything happens, it can't be much. But I'm on bites, but nothing's actually hooking, so I've just put out a little strip of mackerel. And if nothing happens the next 20 minutes, I'll go out into the channel. But I've got a bell on one and I've set the drag on the other, so it's alarmed. Alright, see you then. Alright. Yeah. Alright, see ya. Oh. Last night it was 10 past 5, but it was a spring tide, so it'll be about 5 today. Okay, I'll see what happens. Alright, I'm recording today as well, so... Alright. Alright. Bye. Just checking up on how I was, so... As I said a couple of minutes ago... See, they're not in gospel now, so... If I need to ring anyone, it'll be the Coast Guard. It's good to have information like that, you know. So if anything did happen, I couldn't really do much about it, to be honest. There's jellyfish there. Here's another crab, guys. Yeah, strip away your bait. It's not too bad. Got 3 different baits on that one. I've got 3 hook. Oh. Yeah, kayak fishing is becoming pretty popular at the moment. Especially if you can't afford a boat, you know. If the boat doesn't have a motor, you don't always need a motor. Just get a couple of paddles and get yourself out there. Any long legs in the water, I wonder if that'll be any good as bait. Don't think so. Said that again, I kind of messed up that cast. I want it, but it's gone out of the channel. When you're using little 2-ounce weights today, so you need. It's pretty calm. Yeah, it's perfect, that's right in the channel. Seaweed on that. Surfing. Got a lot of seaweed down here, guys. I think I have another crab. Nope. Must have come off. my feet in the water. So in my next video, hopefully, I'm gonna show you my kayak setup. If you're thinking of starting kayaking, or you know, if you've got one but you don't really know what to put on it, I'll show you the anchor trolley I've got as well, and what I bring out with me. You know, everyone normally has a different kayak, but the setups are relatively the same. So give you a little look at that. Mine's a sit on top. Well, it's a shallow inside. I'm not on top of the kayak, I'm on high chairs. I'm just about resting on the level. I think today it's only 30 miles an hour wind though. 13, I mean not 30. Ooh. Yesterday was about 19 while I was out on that. I'm gonna calm down. But since it's sunny, don't need big thick layers. I've got shorts and a shirt on. There's a lot of waves. There was a big, yeah, little ferries come through here, so it might have been a big ferry. Oh no, there's about 20 odd yachts out there. Ugh, yachts. I've seen some people fishing off a yacht. In fact, there's a video, it's another YouTuber. I've been on his channel twice, Local Marks Fishing. They did a yacht fishing trip. I was on my kayak. They're getting loads of big bream down here. Big black bream. That's Local Marks Fishing if you want to have a look at that. He does really good videos. But he always catches fish and not me. He's been doing it, I think he's been doing it for a couple of years. He's got the experience. He knows where to go and what to do. Give another 10 minutes, and there's nothing there, I'll move my position. Speedboat. Going a bit too fast, to be honest. Lovely, he's just made some monster waves for me. So the good thing about waves down here is they go pretty slow. So they're big, but you can see them coming. That's the other reason why I got an anchor trolley, because I used the anchor on the side and you'd be side onto the waves, which isn't great. So, just splash overboard. Don't know what's happening, there was loads of fish yesterday. Biting, but they're not hooking. I think everyone calls them different, but I call them gobies, but the other name for them is blennies. I think there might be lots of them. Or hundreds of school pollock, which I don't mind, to be honest. Well, really, I wouldn't mind catching one. Got 2 crabs on now. I don't want crabs. Get it off. This rig, I got this to be anti-crab. What happens? I get crabs. Multiplier. So I have one multiplier and one fixed spool. Both reels are from Decathlon. One rod's the Shakespeare Omni. I think it's the boat combo. 6 foot, but it works perfectly on a kayak. I think it's a 20 to 30 pound breaking. Fishing boat just came in. So there's a trawler, big red trawler. I won't be in his way. I know, another good spot in a minute to go to. Lots of bream. I don't know if it's too late though, to be honest. Bream are pretty seasonal around this bit. There one week and they're gone the next. Give it a go anyway. I had a bass out of there. Or I'll go after bass and smooth hound. Those are the 3 main species around here: bass, bream and smoothies. Apparently in the winter, because it'll be my first winter soon, you get a lot of flatties. So if you like fishing, I'd really recommend getting a kayak. Or even if you just started, you know, if you like the water, don't fish it from an inflatable. Especially if you're going after mackerel. If you get a big fish or a load of mackerel, especially with feathers, you're going to get a hook in your boat one way or the other. There we go. That was a nice bite. Next bucket. Yeah. Got a bucket in the back, put my line in, got my trolley wheels in there as well. Bottles in there as well after I finish with them. Now don't, if you have rubbish, just put it somewhere on your boat, just don't chuck it in the water. So turn up somewhere, it doesn't just magically disintegrate, you know. Turn up on someone's beach, someone will have to pick it up, in the bin. It's not pretty looking either. Another crab, really? That's all. Only little ones, but next one is I'm going to get on the boat, out on live. We're going to the channel, put on a mackerhead, see if there's any congers. Never caught a conger on the kayak yet, so that'll be interesting. See if they're actually in the harbour. I'm on a kind of a muddy terrain at the moment, so it's possible. Mind you, it'd be a nice fight. I don't want a beast. So a little strap, something I can actually handle in the kayak. Got a couple of circle hooks with me. Mackerel's been stripped to pieces. Yeah, look, that's cast down this bit. I'll go to the marker. I've nicknamed it Breamland. Normally there's bream, there's hundreds of them down there. It's about a 10-minute kayak from this bit. It's just before the channel. But that was when I didn't actually have a proper anchor trolley, so I might try a new mark today. I'm not gonna kayak all the way over to Pompey though. Not today. It doesn't look far, but when you get doing it, I wouldn't fancy it. Because you got to cross the boating lane. And I don't think a kayak and a boat would mix well in a collision. I get it, it's calmer today, no fish, and yeah, it was rough, really rough yesterday, and there's loads. Don't know if that's ever happened to someone watching this, but a bit annoying really. There we go, I'm gonna move to a new mark, guys. The bait's been stripped off the mackerel. Always wrap your hooks around your eye. Not your eye, but you know, your fishing eye. Or what I do is put the weight around the handle, because you don't want flying hooks or weights. Doesn't end well most of the time. In fact, I don't think it's ever ended well. Anyway. I've got a pretty long hook length here, so hook the weight round the handle once. Then I bring up the hook and put it through one of the eyes. Get my anchor up now, guys. Pulley system, but this noose is still stiff, you know. Go get it. Bring the anchor up front, which isn't the best, but can't do anything else, guys. I'll be showing you guys that system. Let's go. So it's gonna go into a bit deeper water. Ooh, bit of wind now. There are loads of yellow and black buoys here, so I'm going to try and remember which one it is. Sea spray. The other thing that's good about this kayak is it has plugs. Any of you know what plugs are? The kayak fills up with a bit of water in it. It's like a bath. It empties it out when you're kayaking. So when the wave goes down, the water gets sucked out. It's better to do it when you're moving. When I was part of the sailing club at Lewin Solent, we had them in on boats as well. Because if you capsize, it's a bit more like a trigger. It's a little hole